Welcome back with Adriana at Rise with Adriana. So today we are going to talk about letting go of resentments and forgiving others for their shortcomings in any way. And why are we asked to look at this? Because that holds you back from living the life that you deserve. It really does. It creates this dense energy all over your body and in your heart. And once you start to let that go, you will start to free yourself. You will feel lighter. And perhaps you haven't really taken the opportunity to do this. But once you do, you will feel so much better, and you are going to create so much space for much more in your life. Now, what does forgiveness look like? Some people have said that they just can't. They can't forgive, especially with someone that's hurt them in their past when they were children. It could look like sexual abuse. It could look like forgiving a perpetrator who has committed that kind of crime. It could look like forgiving your parents for not giving you the emotional love that you needed at that time. It could look like a father that was absent in your life. It could look like a mother that was absent in your life, or maybe not absent, but emotionally unavailable. It could come in different ways, and these are all things that hold us back. Imagine holding that kind of resentment towards your parent. Yes, they did all that. And no one is erasing your story, and no one is going to not acknowledge that that didn't happen to you. However, what I'm going to ask you to do today could be huge, but please know it comes from my heart and into your heart, that if you can do this, maybe not today, but if you can try to do this, you will free yourself up for so much more. So take out that paper, write down the intention of today. And the intention looks like I surrender resentments towards, and write down who those people are. If that person comes into your head, you might not give it any significance. Write it down. And there's just so much going on outside. There's really cool birds all over. But I'm going to try to stay focused. So write that down. And what are you open to receiving? Are you really open to receiving forgiveness? Now, forgiveness is not just for them, but forgiveness is also for you. Perhaps there's some area of your life from the past that you haven't forgiven yourself for. So today I'm asking you to let that go. Forgive yourself. Okay? Write that down. That's the first step. Write it down. Just be open to it is the second step. Okay? Whether you do this exercise or not, once you start writing this down, it will start to unravel for you, maybe in its own natural way, and in a way that is going to be enough for you. Okay? So write that down. And this is a really heavy topic, and I've been asked to talk about this. So forgiveness is one of those things that can be really difficult when you've experienced so much pain, hardship as a young child, and you've carried that not only into your teenage years, but you've carried it into your adult years, and then you've carried it into your family, into your children. See, if you don't resolve that abuse, and if you don't resolve all that energy that you're carrying with you, the other people around you feel it. You close down and you close off to love. You close off to deserving love from your children or from your partner. And let's talk about the person that hurt you, the pain that they caused you. What does that look like for you? Right? Each time you think about it, you start to feel that pain again, and it's almost like reliving into that experience again. And I don't want you to do that for too long. I don't want you to do that. It's heavy. But what I want you to perhaps have a space in your heart, open up that part of you that can go back and just know that everyone has a story, okay? And the way I look at it is, when you're abused, and I'm speaking from experience here, is when I was abused as a child, okay? What did that mean for me? Where was I? I was a child. I should have been protected, right? But for me to hold on to that would only keep me down, and I would lose more and more power. So when I go back to my story, what makes me feel better is that I have compassion that everyone else has a story. See, my parents have their own story about what happened. And the person the perpetrator has his own story about what happened. And and what gets unraveled is that everyone has their own story, but also everyone is carrying their own pain. Perhaps the person that committed that crime was also a victim to that which he committed with other children and with other people. So the pain could still lie within that person, and they haven't set themselves free, and they carry that pain right to the end. And some of them don't understand that it's there and they need to let it go, right? Because there could be a lot of guilt and shame around it, guilt and shame around what they committed, guilt and shame of what happened. So this is the time where you really want to let it go, because it's only holding you back. And I remember at the age of 14 and 15, my inner voice told me I needed to let it go. And I know this sounds crazy, but I just started to wonder what person could do that to a child. And then it hit me at the time that perhaps he too was hurt as a child, and he didn't know any better. He didn't know any differently. He was not loved. He didn't feel enough. He didn't feel worthy. He didn't feel deserving. He didn't have parents who loved him. Fast forward, okay, I find out that that's exactly what happened to that person. And he was in an orphanage home, and he was abused over and over and over again. So where did that leave me? It left me in a place of compassion for not only his life, for the life of everyone else around him. So forgiving is huge. And one of the exercise is, write those people down as much as it hurts. And if you have to cry, cry. Be with it. This is a time for healing, okay? I want you to heal from this. And write that down. And another exercise is, take one thing of that person that hurt you. And it could be more than one thing. Write it down that is a loving emotion, okay? So for me, it was going back, and I remember that my uncle was an amazing chef. He loved cooking, and he would make creative dishes for you. So for me, that was love. That represented love and creativity. So I can hold on to those wonderful attributes of that person. And that opened up my heart to free resentment and open up my heart to forgiveness. So it could be different people in your life. Focus on even that one thing and repeat it, and keep writing it over and over and over again until you start to feel the energy in your heart expand and you start to feel that love. That's when it's going to feel different for you. This is perhaps can be a very hard exercise for many people, and maybe you're not ready for it, and that's okay. But if you are ready for it, do the exercise. A second thing you can do is just meditate with it, okay? Connect to the energies of above and below and bring it into your heart space. And just keep with your hands to your heart. Feel the energy in your heart and keep saying, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Even if you have to say it 3,000 times, right? When you finally set that one area free, really, oh wow, okay? Feel that in your heart. You will allow so much more in, and that's what I want for you. Let more and more and more and more in. So let all that nonsense, and I know it doesn't, it's not nonsense. It's stuff that really happened to you. But how long are you going to carry it with you? Do you really want to live the next 80, 90, 100 years of your life with that in your heart? If you're not ready to set them free, that's okay. That's okay. But set yourself free, okay? Please set yourself free. I love you. Take this moment, feel it in your heart, and then bring so much love. When you feel it go, and you feel that energy, and notice where it is. Where does it still sit in your body? Where is it sitting? Is it still sitting in your heart? Is it in your solar plex? Is it in your belly region? Is it in your legs, your knees, your throat? Right? Are you feeling it in your throat? If you are, please visualize it moving up and out of your crown into the light, and see it explode into beautiful fireworks, and feel that fireworks or that energy come all the way back in, and bring love in now. What color is love to you? Is it green? Is it pink? Is it whatever it is? Bring it in and fill that heart space with that energy. And then do it with the next one, and the next one, and the next one, okay? And keep doing that. I love you. Enjoy your journey to joy. And I want you to love and enjoy your life today. Thank you. Please, if you got anything from this, share this with others. Let them receive. Maybe not what you received, but maybe they're going to receive something completely different. They're going to let go of a past pain that is related to their father, their mother, their grandparent, or a stranger, or a friend. Okay? Thank you. I love you. Have a wonderful day.